So today we're going to be cleaning some carburetors off of a 1980 Kawasaki Ltd 750. It's a 4-cylinder. So for any 4-carb bike out there, it'll be relatively the same in the cleaning process. This one was sitting for quite a while. I already did clean it, so it won't look that bad. When you're taking the bolts off, remember to put a lot of pressure on, because these are not some bolts that you want to strip. Put these all together. There's a spring, so be careful when you're taking the top off. And these might be all gunked up, so just get some carb cleaner spray in there and let it sit. You can take the spring right out. When you're doing carbs, remember, I do it one at a time, and then when I take one apart, I'll put it back together, so then I remember where everything goes. You can take the gasket out here, clean that up. And there's a needle for your gas. And here, like I said, I've already cleaned it up. Just do all you can to clean around the edges. Make sure when this is in there, it has some play. It's not jammed up. When you put it back together, just make sure it's sitting properly. There's a little divot in there, so you know where it goes. You put spring back in. Just lay that on top. Make sure you have to make sure that that is wrapped around there. I like to do it one in each corner so you know it's lined up right. Don't just tighten one down. So that's the easy side, and the next side will have the jets, which is usually what's causing you problems if your carbs are dirty. This would be the same process for every carb on here. I like to do them one at a time. It's really not that complicated once you do it. Tighten those up. To the other side. So make sure you have a lot of pressure, especially with Phillips, because those strip pretty easy. So pop off, maybe stuck on because of the gasket, but just wiggle it till it comes off. And sometimes this is still not the cleanest. Just spray some carb cleaner in there, let it soak for a couple minutes. Sometimes I even if it's really gunked up, I like to take the drain plug out and get all the gunk out that way. And here we have your floaties. Some of them are different. Some only come out one way, some both. This one is both ways. And you can take your floaty off. When I was cleaning these, I had some problems with the needles. I'll just take this off. At the top here, you see how that has some play. Sometimes they jam up. If you don't have anything, just get a cup, a plastic cup or whatever, spray some carb cleaner in it and let this soak. Keep trying to mess with it, and it should come free. These are floaties. Here we have our main jet and our lower jet. Make sure you have lots of pressure. Take those out. And what you have to do is look up through the light and make sure it's clean. I'll get my carb cleaner here, and what you want to do is make sure you get a nice, so that it's coming through. If it's really gunked up and you don't have all the crazy fancy mechanic tools, what you can do is get a piece of wire from some old whatever appliance, just some small copper wire, push it in there to break all the gunk up, because this doesn't have a whole lot of pressure going onto it. What you can do, you can just spray all around there, but this is what's causing you trouble if you're not getting fuel properly. So just put it up to the light, make sure you can see through, put it back in nice and snug. Your second jet, same thing. Make sure you can see through the light. It's a very tiny pinhole. Just spray through. Goes right through. Yeah. What I'd recommend for carb cleaning is I like putting it through the cleaner itself instead of just cleaning with a carb spray, but this is also fine. If it's really bad, let it soak. And like I said, do one at a time, so you're not messing up confusing all of your objects. Get the floaty, make sure the needle's sitting in there good, and that it's attached. There's a little wire there. That back on. It's fairly simple, you just have to remember what goes with what. There you are. Just, if it's really bad, spray the crap out of it with carb cleaner. If you have a cleaner, then I'd recommend using that. You can go to a small engine repair or something. They might even let you use it. There you go. Just repeat for each one.